Hello my lovely friends, welcome back to my channel, or if it is your first time here, hi, my name is Melissa, or Missa, welcome. Today we're of course sponsored by Monster. We're not really, not legally, but they should sponsor me. Like they really should, I keep them in business. So today I have a work day ahead of me and I thought we could do a get ready with me for work, but with a slight difference of shopping my stash. So I'm going to go through my makeup collection, see what makeup I really don't reach for that much, and then we're going to use that. Like the eyes are like 4 different eyeshadow palettes. I don't know, it got a little bit more dramatic than I meant, but I'm not actually that mad about it. I think like a purple smoky eye is quite pretty. And we're just, yeah, going to use a bunch of stuff that I really don't reach for, but now will more because I really like how my makeup came out. And is it work appropriate? Does it really matter? So yeah, if you just want to hang out, put some makeup on, fanny about, and we're going to use drugstore and high-end, by the way, then do keep on watching. And wish me luck, 'cause I now have to go and survive at work all day and I cannot be bothered. This is why you shouldn't have cats, right? Look, they've already broken the bottom strip of my lights. And it was potato. I caught him in the act. I caught him chewing it. Who is phoning me? Go away. Naughty cats. Don't get cats. Okay, we're going to start off with my base. What do I not use? This is my like moisturizers and skincares. It does go at the back. And then I've got my primers and stuff in here. I'm not really sure what ones I don't reach for. I feel like I really... You know what? I don't know if I've ever used this or I've used it once. Let's use this NYX Hydro Touch. I don't know about this primer. I don't remember it. I should call him. It smells like skincare, like kind of posh skincare. I'm going to put my fake ponytail in, by the way, obviously. I have still yet to put my tape and extensions back in. Honestly, I think I'm holding off because I really need new ones, but they're like not that cheap. This just feels like a nice moisturizer. I mean, that's fine. I didn't like the squirt on it. This is going to annoy me. Sit flat cow. Yeah, that feels pretty glorious. Right, let's look at my foundations. I'm not moving my camera, I'm just moving my phone. I hope that's okay. This is my foundation drawer, so foundations are here. That's all concealers. Foundations, and it needs to be one that I really don't reach for or have, but it also has to kind of look good because I'm going to work, you know what I mean. I use my NARS and my ABH all the time. I never really reach for this ever since I did like my first review on it. That could be an option. No, like that one, love that one. No, I hate that. I don't even know why I've still got it. These are all fairly new. Not new, but you know what I mean. That's new. Maybe my HYDRA. I don't really reach for these because the shades aren't right, but I suppose I could mix one up and use this. So it's between the HYDRA or the NARS. NARS would be easier because I wouldn't have to mix it. I'm going to use NARS just for time because I don't have to mix it. I really just don't reach for this, and I'm pretty sure I really like it. I've got mine in the shade Oslo. Look at the state of that. Bad packaging, NARS. I don't really tend to wear a lot of foundation to work, but it's not like a Friday night. Usually on a Friday if I'm working, I don't mind wearing like more dramatic makeup. So I'm like, it's Friday night. Like, what if I'm going out after work? Which I never would because I finish at 11 PM and I'm an old lady. This is a very beautiful foundation. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I actually think it's one of the nicest foundations I have in my collection, but especially for work, I don't really reach for high-end products, just because I honestly feel like it's a little bit of a waste of money, because it's not like, I don't know, that's maybe a stupid way to think about it, because like, why not just wear your nicer makeup to work, you know? It's just very expensive foundation. That is beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. I've got no complaints about it. Right, for concealers, these are all like high-end concealers and these are drugstore and my sponge. What don't we use? We could use Lasting Perfection. What do we have in here? Catrice, NYX, Milani. I'm trying to kind of mix up drugstore and high-end, so I'm thinking maybe a drugstore concealer, or let me take out my Urban Decay and my Collection Lasting Perfection. I really hope this works with the clips I put in from my phone because it's just a lot easier than having to move my camera about. I'm going to use my Urban Decay underneath my eyes. This is the All Nighter concealer. This used to be my absolute holy grail because it is very good coverage. This one's in the shade Fair Neutral. This is my Lasting Perfection, which I'll use throughout the rest of my face where I conceal. I never reach for this concealer because, I don't know, I just don't think it's got the bestest of coverages, so hence using the other one underneath my eyes. I do tend to reach for high-end concealer more, but I really like the new Makeup Revolution IRL one. I think that's fantastic. Where are you? Yeah, this one. I think that's really, really good for a drugstore concealer. Sausage is sitting right behind the camera. If you hear any noise, it's just him being naughty. This Urban Decay one, I don't even know if they still make this concealer, but it is such high coverage. It's like cement, but like in a good way, but in a way that I wouldn't wear it every day because it is like insane coverage. I'm gonna look very dolled up at work today and I haven't even thought about what eye look I'm gonna do. Probably nothing. I don't know. Oh, if they still make this concealer and you love full coverage, maybe consider it because it is the tits. I literally never reach for it anymore. It's not as hydrating as the kind of more modern formulas, I suppose. My skin is looking very good. Right, I always do freckles. And I always use my ColourPop freckle pens, so I'm going to reach for my Primark freckle pen because I never reach for this one. I hope it's good. Oh, I love coffee. This is, does it have a colour? I don't know, it just says PS freckle pen. We'll see, it's like a big felt tip. This one's quite old and I've never been able to actually find it again, so I don't know if they still do this, but yeah, my ColourPop freckle pens are like the only ones I actually swear by. Just leave that, darling. Sussy, 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 just leave it. I don't think you'd ever catch me without full freckles. Even if I put absolutely zero makeup on, I will moisturise my face. Like if I'm just running errands and then put full freckles on. Literally, I cannot not do them now. I don't actually mind this freckle pen. It's just not quite as controllable as my ColourPop one. I tend to just put, that's not too bad. And I'll go in with powder freckles anyway. Oh, powders. This one, I don't know. I'm a bit worried about that. This is my powder drawer. They're all kind of pressed, more loose, pressed. Who does I reach for a lot? I reach for my Fenty a lot. I don't really reach for that a lot. I've got my Maybelline Fit Me. What's that? It's my SHEIN one. I suppose the SHEIN one I really don't reach for, so let's use this. It's the SheGlam Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. Painted my nails at work last night, don't look at them. Yeah, I really don't reach for this that much, so we could try this. I'm gonna try and get rid of the creases because my lord, they're bad. I think this is just in translucent and it's got a pressed powder on one side and then the loose powder on the other, and I'm going to use my Trigwell Puff, which I absolutely do use every day, but this isn't about tools, this is about the makeup. I look very pale where I've put that on, but I'm hoping that will kind of come off when I go over with a brush because I look dead. I've got to go work, like I cannot look terrible, but I know I like this powder because if I didn't like it at all I would have gotten rid of it out of my collection, so I can't hate this powder, but it is making me look very, very pale and bake my forehead lines. Oh dear, I'm very nervous. I'm going to put the lid on and then take the pressed version on a powder brush and pat it on the rest of my face and try and get rid of some of this bake as well. Might fudge this up, by the way. Oh no. How is that looking? Is that looking as bad as it was a second ago? I literally can't tell. Okay, positives. My face feels nice and set. It's an inexpensive powder. It's not added texture. It's not made me orange. It's made me the opposite. I can't tell if I look super white. I just grabbed a setting spray at random. I didn't record it. Anastasia Dewy Set setting spray in the pineapple scent. I never ever reached for these, even when like she first launched it, because I hated the mister. Soak up all of this powder on my face. That spray smells very good though. Okay, realistically I don't think I look that pale now. I think that's all kind of settled in and looks normal. I think it does. Okay, bronzer. This is my bronzer drawer. What do I never ever reach for? Probably one at the back, I suppose, but then that's contours. I've reached for that recently. I've reached for that. It's suppose I've not reached for my Belgian waffle in a really long time, but in terms of like singles, that seems SHEIN I use like every day. Fenty I never really reached for. What's that? Oh, I've used that quite a lot. Love them. I don't think I've got a massive contour bronzer collection, so I do reach for them all quite a lot. I'm gonna go for my Belgian waffle because the other option's Fenty, and I want to try and do like a good mix of drugstore and high end. Oh, do you remember when I got this and sausage as a kitten jammed on my knee and like stood on it and did that? And I think it's adorable. I'm going to use my favourite colour, which is the lightest one. I've always loved a very light bronzer because I have a very light skin tone, and I think when I first started makeup I used bronzer that was way too dark for me. I was going to put my brows on and then I realised I actually like doing my brows almost last because then I can really go through that brow area with my brush and like make sure I'm hitting everywhere that needs colour. This Belgian waffle palette is just the titties. I don't even know if they still make it. I hope they do. Where was I? Like, I know Makeup Revolution bought BH Cosmetics, right? But see, when I was on their website the other day, I was quite shocked to see a section for BH Cosmetics. I was like, oh, I forgot all about that. That's pretty cool. But I don't think we've heard much from BH since they were bought over, taken over. I would rather start off with a light bronzer and then realise, oh, I could probably get away with a wee bit more colour than start off with a darker bronzer and then think, oh crap, I've ruined my life. I might take a tiny bit of the darker one. I don't think I'll contour today, so I'll just kind of use the darker bronzer as a little bit of a contour, even though that's not what you should do, but it's quite a lot darker. Seriously, get this Technic brush. Doesn't have a name, doesn't have a number. It's just like an angled brush and it's just wonderful, and it probably costs like £1.50 or something. Oh, that is lush. That has really stood the test of time. I'm going back in my puff, which I realised has heaps of powder on it, so I'm just ruining everything. That's okay. Blush. No, let's do highlight first because blush I need to think about because I don't know what I'm going to do with my lips, and my blush is always determined by what's on my lips. This is my highlight drawer with my headphones in it because if I leave them out, the potato will eat them. Right, what do I never reach for? Got an Ofra one. Literally never ever reach for that. Got my, what is that, ABH? No, my Amazon dupe one. I wore that yesterday. I wear these a lot. I don't wear that because it's blue, so I'm not obviously going to wear that today. But a lot. I wear that a lot. I never really reach for my Maybelline. Day to Day, that's my Dior. They're too sparkly. They're colourful. Ray Rider. I think we could use a Maybelline one because I really never reach for these. I've got two. Not for any reason, I just don't. I think I'll use Diamond Glow because it looks a bit paler than my other one, and I've obviously got fairly pale face today. I mean, this has got a good dent in it. I've used it a lot. I do really like them, but I don't usually wear a lot of highlight. I was gonna say I don't usually wear a lot of work to highlight, so I'm trying not to put too much of this on. These are really pretty for drugstore highlighters. They're definitely like my second favourite, my first favourite being my Rimmel one, which is just high-end, pretending to be drugstore. I forgot how glowy this is because it's giving me a lot, and I didn't really mean for it to be a lot. One of my regular guests yesterday told me I looked delectable. Oh, my coffee's cold. I was wearing my Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette, so maybe that's why. Let's have some Monster. I can't open it with my fake nails. I have a lot more blushes than I have bronzers and highlighters, but I feel like I reach for them all pretty evenly. I mean, that's a lie, but I've got so many. This one doesn't fit in. Obviously can't use creams. I'm not going to put one of them on because they're like bright yellow and bright orange. Pink ones. It's just because I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't really reach for my greys ones very much, and they're actually very pretty, so let's pick one of these because I think one's pink and one is peach. But again, yeah, I don't really, we're going to use, I don't know what shade to pick. Pretty and pink. Ah! I'm scared of that colour. I don't know if I've ever used this. It's just been in my collection. I want to use the other one. I want to use the other one, which is that. That's so much more my style. What if I mix them both? I've got Peachy Baby and I've got Pretty and Pink, and they're both stunning. That's not what I'm arguing. I'm arguing that that pink is very bright and fun. And I don't know how bright and fun I'm feeling with my blush today. So I'm going to dip it into both. And then I'm going to try and very gently put a bit. Because my blush is usually always, like, I try and match it to my lip a bit more. And that's making like a really pretty, like, melony shade. Like melon-y, not melony. I actually really like that colour of those two mixed together. It's kind of pinky, peachy, neutrally. Could do a peachy lip. Could do a pinky lip. I think I've put way too much blush on. But on my schnozzle pot. Makes me look young, you know. Okay, I'm gonna go throw on my brows because there's no way I'm doing that on camera. Don't even care what products I use. And then we'll come back and we will decide if we're doing an eye or a lip. We don't actually have that much time. Like, I am on a time crunch and I am forgetting about that. I'm just trying to blend over everything and make it all kind of become one on my face. I still can't decide on my eyes. I found my Empower palette in my drawer, and I don't think I've even ever done a video on this, but I have used it a few times. So we could just do a very simple eye with this. I'm just gonna grab yesterday's brushes because I used these kind of tones yesterday. I think, I don't know, I quite like this colour here and I feel like it would go with the blush, but it's kind of pink. I don't know if that's too dark. Let's go with this colour. It's called Big Dreams. This might be the roux of my life, but we'll see. I really like this palette. I think it's very, very good. Don't steal my sponge. He's coming onto my knee. You okay, chicken? You gonna make some biscuit? He just wants to make biscuit. This colour is so pretty. What? I love you so much. I'm just gonna do a very simple smoked eye with this, I think. What? Saucy. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. No, no, don't steal my puff. He's sitting on me so I can't like move closer to you or anything. I'm gonna blend this same shade into my crease. I think I'm just gonna do like 1 or 2 shades and it will come together with the lash. 12:15, so I'm actually doing okay for time. This is a fantastic palette, by the way. I've not done a video on it just because it's very like simple looks I ever do with it, and I always feel like these kind of simple looks no one actually wants to watch, but I don't know. And then I'll take like a pointy brush. I am rubbing these brushes on my dressing gown, on my pyjamas. Don't eat the microphone. Don't pull the polka dots off the wall. Don't eat my palette. Why are you going to lie down? Go to your bed. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Don't steal my spot. Honestly, sausage. Nothing is safe around you. There's not really like a lighter mauvey shade in here to blend this out with. I could use that. I've never even used that. How stunning is that? New Mood. I never reached for this. Nope. Dark Fantasy. Nope. There must be a blending shade in one of these palettes. No. How is this possible? No. Out the drawer. No, no. Okay. Okay. This is BH Cosmetics BFF. BFF. That could work. Right, I'm going to grab this shade up here. Saucy's just gotten in my drawer of eyeshadow palette. That's going to break, darling, because you've got quite a heavy bottom. I just want to blend this out into my face, basically. Because that first colour is quite dark. I don't even know if I've done a video on this palette, and I love it so much. I've had it for years. The blue, sparkly blues in here are stunning. I'm a bit concerned I've made an error with my eyeshadow choice, but we've literally committed to it now, haven't we? Right, out the bin. Out the bin. Anyone want a free cat? Back to my HUDA. This like peachy shade called Power, and use this on the tippy top edges. I do really like these colours all together, this kind of peachiness and the mauviness. I don't think I really needed to add that BH palette in, but shop in the stash, aren't we? Shut up outside. This is like plague chic eyeshadow, or like I've been in a fight chic. These kind of tones, right? I need a wee shimmer, I think, for the lid. I absolutely detest that. Makes me want to cry. That is similar and makes me want to cry. That is very pretty, but I think too dark. This is from this Beauty Bay palette. I'm just going to try and press it on gently so that it's not too much. It's this shade here, Distortion, from Dark Fantasy. Is this palette still available? I don't know. Gosh, that is a pretty shimmer. This is just like what I did with my MUA palette the other day. That's a Gorgina shimmer. Wow. Well, yeah, it's a purple smoky eye for work. Not my usual thing, but that shimmer is Stunning. Okay, I'm gonna go put a lash on and then we will do a lip together. I might just add a slightly deeper matte as well. Right, I'm gonna go put a lash on and just blend this shimmer into my crease a little bit with a brush, and then we'll be back and put a lip on together and we'll be pretty much done. We just need to debrief on what we've used, but I just need to kind of finesse this eye a tiny bit because it will stress me out if I don't, and then we will discuss all the products we've used and put a lip on, blah blah blah. Shut up, Melissa. I have to show you this lash. I was just going to put it on, but I'm going to show you it. It's the Doll Beauty Dolly Wispies XL. They're actually really nice. I didn't like them when I first got them, and I really like them now. They're just wispy and sexy and like not too thick for everyday wear, but they're also dramatic. Sausage darling, go and lie down. Like, ignore the glue, but they're just like stunning lashes. I don't even know how to show you. Well, wait till I put the other one on. That is the lashes on, and I'm honestly quite obsessed with them. You can't even bloody see. Like, they're very long and wispy and sexy and probably a bit too much for work, but I literally don't care at this point. We've gone full makeup, haven't we? I just put that shimmery shadow like down below as well and then just blended it, and I used my Killer Queen shade from Too Faced. Oh, it's me eyeliner. Oh, can mummy get some space? If it's a staring competition, I'll win. I will win. They just want pettings. Just want pet. My nail camera. You just want tensions, don't you? Right, lip time, and lips are going to be very plain, obviously. Right, can I get some space? This is absurd. This is absurd. This is ridiculous. This is silly. I'm gonna just touch your butthole. I'm actually gonna use my Kylie 705 Charm lip liner because it's a very nudie pink, but I really don't want a big lip. Like, my lips cannot be standing out. I just like that colour because it is pinky, but it's also nude. I don't know, it's a really nice colour. And I'm gonna kind of just tap over the edges with my sponge. I really struggle with no makeup when it comes to lips. And then I'm gonna use MAC Oyster Girl Lip Glass. My friend Brianna got me this from America and brought it over, and I'd actually never worn it. So we're gonna use this because I think it'll be perfect. Just as a little glossy moment. How stunning is that lip gloss? It's so pretty. Kind of like 90s. It's quite like shimmery. Is it the right lip for this? I actually don't know. I cannot decide. Anyway, I'm gonna go throw my fake ponytail on, put my work clothes on, and then I'll be back and we'll quickly debrief about what we've done. I'm not sure about the lip, but whatever. Okay, all my kit's done, put my work clothes on, fake ponytail in, last step. I use that every day. I don't even think this makeup is that dramatic. Usually though, if I do a dramatic eye, I like when my fringe is down. I don't know why, I just feel like it kind of hides it a wee bit and kind of all blends in. But I think my makeup's turned out really well, considering I used a bunch of products I literally never use. The primer felt really nice. Foundation's obviously glorious. The concealer's pretty good. Like, my skin looks really good. I honestly liked everything that I used. I'm not convinced on the lip. I don't know. I really love like the MAC Oyster Girl colour, but I'm not sure about the lip. But apart from that, honestly, I really like how my makeup looks. Let me do a big zoom in so you can see it up close. Like, my skin looks great. This makeup will completely last me. I could probably wear this tomorrow and it would still look fine. I love those lashes. Like, everything looks really good. I feel like my forehead looks a bit more liney, but I'm not wearing my like non-liney primer. But anyway, I'm gonna piss off and go to work. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed me shopping my stash and just getting ready for work. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you want to see on my channel next. Subscribe if you haven't already for more thrilling content from me. And I'm gonna piss off, and I hope I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye! I have to make that really quick because my battery's about to die.